Let's talk curses and hexes and the difference between the two, because there are distinct differences between the two. A hex is a short-term working, whereas a curse is going to be a long-term working. Now, they also vary in severity. A hex is a lot milder than a curse would be. A hex may be a string of bad luck, maybe up into a car accident. A curse is something that is going to follow that person for the rest of their life, or continue on into further generations if that person did not learn their lesson the first time. With that being said, I strongly suggest that if you are doing hexing or cursing, you work in an out clause to these workings. So once the lesson has been learned, the hex or the curse will lift on its own, and they don't have to deal with practitioners to get rid of it. Now, a hex is easy to break. A curse is going to be a little bit harder to do, but neither is impossible. The ingredients involved in hexing and cursing can cross over and be interchangeable, unlike the names. You cannot interchange the name hex and curse to mean the same thing because they are not the same thing. But you will see a lot of the same similar items in both, be it dead bugs, glass, nails, etc. As far as what each one will do, that's going to depend on the energy involved, the ingredients used, the practitioner themselves, what the target did, and what energies, spirits, deities, etc. the practitioner is working with, and how justified this working is. Because the punishment generally is tailored to fit the crime. Those are the basic differences between the terms hex and curse. There are some other things out there, like jinxes, etc., but we won't go into those today because that crosses into another practice. But remember, hex is short-term and has milder effects. Curse is long-term up to generational and has much more severe consequences for the person it's being thrown on. As far as, can this come back at you threefold, sevenfold, tenfold, karma this, that's not a thing. But if that's something that you're worried about, always include this phrase when casting these baneful workings: if it be justified, let it do as it will. That way, you have covered your own ass as far as your karmic bank would go, because if it is not justified, now the working will not go through. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I teach more about this stuff over on TikTok and on my Patreon.